Hey there, welcome to my Asta Clear. We are going for an all modifier perfect score, rank level 99 clear today. Sorry this is taking so long to get out. Uh, couldn't find a data mine on this boss the last time I looked over the weekend, so I've just been doing a lot of trial and error and trying to figure stuff out. Watched enough of some other creators' videos to pick up some of the mechanics, and that helped with the clear. Don't have the X levels on some other units like Ferris or Zidane to do clears with them, since really don't need, but just for convenience's sake, I just really wanted to bring Ling, and she's only EX2, so that didn't leave a lot of room for other units to be lower levels. Anyway, here's the team. I went ahead and chased Skye. She seemed like a decent long-term investment for Clash of Wills. I know this can be done without her, but she just makes it a lot easier. So, anyway, I think I've mapped out enough of what's going on to get a good clear in. So here is Skye's build. She has her own TMR on that converts wind damage into health HP regen for her. So it's kind of important to have that for her. So don't know that the resistances are, it's supposed to have combined 300 wind and dark resist on everyone except the provoker. They need that 300 combined plus 150 fire and 150 earth. But Adele's doing the provoking, so anyway, here's her gearing. Just like I said, lots of LB fill. We're gonna need to cast her shifted LB 4 times total in the fight, and 3 of those times are back to back. So Bartz is helping out with that. So anyway, so she's got this vision card. I picked this up with the free vision card ticket that we got just for the LB damage and high attack stat on her. So here's her gear in the shift form, borrowing a lot of STMRs from people. She's got her own STMR. Her own STMR isn't 100% needed for this clear, and I do have her just on a high attack Esper. You could always put a different Esper on her, one with the relevant killers. But with her gearing, which, yeah, her STMR gives her 50% to Dragon and Reaper. But I had done a clear before I EX2'd her and got max damage. I just wanted to make this video after I got her EX2. But anyway, so there's her gear. She's got 275 Dragon, 300 Reaper, and 325 LB. So here's Adele. She's passive provoke evading, so she's got that 300 combined wind and dark, and then 150 each to fire and earth. And, sorry, let me finish showing the gear. So she's not full status immunity. Oh wait, she is. In full disclosure, I did a clear where she did get confused, even though there was an external buff up to resist. So I'm not sure if that's just bad luck or RNG. But other clears, she never got confused or poisoned or anything. So at any rate, so there's the gear. Here is her shifted form. She's not shifting until the kill turn, so don't really care about resistances. So again, borrowing a lot of gear from other characters. So 205 Esper damage, 250 Evo damage. Elena's staying in the shift form until the kill turn. So here's her gearing. She's got that 300 combined wind and dark. She's got the Celestine Helm of Will for the morale fill every turn. Jade Moon Pendant. She's buffing the status ailment resistances on the first turn. So there's her gear. Shift form, built for damage. And she is at 300 Reaper, 150 Dragon. Here's Ling. Again, just resistances and ailment immunity. Here's the gear. She's got Call of the Wild and the brush for LB fill. And shift form, built for damage. I went ahead and gave her her own STMR just to keep her triple cast unlocked after she shifts. She is going to be in the shift form before the kill turn, so she should be safe, I think, with this rotation. But I went ahead and gave her a guts accessory just in case. So here's her gear. And she's got some resistances, not the 300 combined, but I want to say that the turn she's going to be shifted on, we're going to have 100% all resist buff with no breaks from Elena, so should be safe. And just, not really built for LB fill other than the brush and Call of the Wild. Here's Bart's. He's got Ravenheart for dual cast. It's not 100% necessary, but that was actually left over from an earlier build where he was in the base form on the kill turn. This time around, he's going to be shifted for the kill turn. So base form, he's got a lot of LB fill. Not all the status ailment resistances that are quote-unquote required for this, but should be fine. Then shift form, he has, these are important, the Irenie's Ring and Chocobo Feather. Chocobo Feather has Eroga on it, so he's going to be triple casting Chaos Wave Awakened on the kill turn, and then I guess with the fourth cast, we're just going to be casting a random skill that we got from Diablos. Let's see, he's got Saul's Vision Guard, and I think he's only at like 75 Dragon Killer. Yeah. Now I do have his own TMR on just to activate this skill. I didn't really incorporate this into my clear or consider it in some of my resistance builds. That would probably help out a lot on the resistance gearing, but he's only going to be shifted for, I think, the last 3 turns, and we're going for a turn 7 clear, so I wouldn't rely on that per se. Then here's Louise, got resistances and status ailment. Here's her gear in the base form. She's got her own card. So shift form, built for damage. And here are her killers. She's at 300 Dragon, 300 Reaper. So let's get into it. Alright, so turn 1, Alina is going to exercise Jade, and Skye is going to just punch, reduce accuracy for the boss. Adele is going to Calamity Border. Sorry, I forgot to specify that she has Calamity Border equipped. That just helps fill the morale gauge. Louise is going to do all her modified gear skills. Bart's is going to dual cast, and he's just going to deprotect and imperil. Ling is going to cast Blithe Step, Refreshing Twirl, which I think that gets dispelled anyway. I'm not sure, to be honest. And then Rejuvenating Dance just to unlock her triple cast. So you saw there, Skye did get hit, but it procced his HP regen because she has her own TMR on. Alright, this turn, Skye is going to shift and she's going to cast her LB. Bart's is going to entrust over to her. Louise is going to modified gear power boost, tactical armor, that's the stat buff and mitigations, and then she's going to ionic fire blaster a couple times. And we are going to target Adele. Now, you only get 3 turns of doing elemental damage to the boss, and then it dispels your party, so we're trying to avoid that. But we want the LB fill off of that skill, so Adele's at 100% fire resist, so we'll just target her and send Louise. White Dragon Lee is going to Purifying Dance. Blithe Step for some more morale fill. And then Magnus to keep that triple cast unlocked. Adele is going to Calamity Border again for morale fill and resistances. And then Elena's going to Legendary Heroine and unlock her triple cast. Alright, so far so good. Skye is going to LB again. Just going to reload Louise, and actually, let me see. We're actually shifting Lean this turn, and she's going to Dragon's Bite twice, just to get those modifiers, and Dragon Dancer. Those all gives modifier increases to Dragon's Bite. So I think that should fill up Bart's LB gauge. Yeah, okay. So Bart's is going to entrust over to Skye. Louise, which honestly we should have done Louise first, entrusted with Bart's and then done Ling, because what Ling's doing fills LB gauge more than Louise, but mistakes were made, as they say. So it's kind of unfortunate not being able to hit the boss with that, just because it, we're losing morale fill just because we're not hitting it with elemental damage, but we're dragging this out long enough that we should get there. Alright, this turn, Elena is going to Beloved Heroine, Legendary Heroine, and Crystal Refragmentation to get rid of those debuffs and put up buffs. Or not the debuffs, but the imperils, and then put up elemental resistances. That'll help Lean's survivability here. Alright, this turn, at the end on turn 3, we got DOT'd. So we're going to Dispel with Ling. That is clean movement. That'll get rid of that damage over time. We're going to do Purifying Dance again. And then Blithe Step for some morale fill. Skye is going to LB again. And so now her LB's stacked up all the way. Bart's is going to just deprotect and imperil again. Gives us a little bit of morale fill. Louise is going to, same thing, the power boost, tactical armor, and then the fire blaster a couple times. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and just target Adele again. Adele's is going to Calamity Border for some morale fill. And Elena, whatever, is going to Beloved Heroine Legendary Heroine and Radiant Shield this turn. Where are we at? 21 and 179. Alright, doing good. Alright. This turn, Skye is going to go back to the base form and she's going to spam her LB fill skill. Yeah, this Brisk Tailwind, which will do a little damage, but let me see where we're at. Okay, we should end up at 200% morale at the end of this turn. So this turn, we're going to use Adele to just unlock. No, actually, we will unlock her triple cast with Omen of the Alpha Wolf, and we will imperil Fire and Wind with her. That's just for a little bit of morale fill. Alright, Bartz is going to shift, and he's going to give us buff wind damage for everyone. That is, yeah, Blessed Wind Crystal. Actually, let me check something. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I was checking my dot. Yeah. There's damage over time applied at the end of the next turn. So if we went out past turn 7, we would have to dispel our own team again. But we should be fine. Alright, this turn Louise is going to shift and do her shifted LB for the modifier stack on Nano Machine Overload. Eleanor is going to Legendary Heroine, Blessing of the Azure Crystal, since we didn't get that the stat buff from Louise this turn, and she'll give us Radiant Shield as well. Actually, wait. Yeah. Sorry. And this turn, still in the base form, Ling is going to Purifying Dance, Blithe Step. And actually, where? Yeah. Actually, let's see does that fill morale up all the way? No, it doesn't. Okay. Ling is going to Purifying Dance, Blithe Step, and Rejuvenating Dance. Yeah. So we should be at 200 now. Yep, looking good. Alright, Louise is going back to the base form. And I didn't mention it, but you do want to make sure that anyone that's going to be punching the boss doesn't have an elemental weapon on, because, yeah, I mentioned it. After hitting the boss with elemental damage 3 times, he dispels your whole team. So, this time, Louise is going to Diverse Arsenal to give herself the Dragon Killer buff. She's going to put up the Fire Field. Incapacitate target for that 90% Spirit Break. And just Modified Gear, Heavy Firepower. Bartz is going to LB to imbue everyone with wind. Wing's going to shift. She's going to do, and you want to pay attention to the order because the last skill fills her LB all the way. So it'll be Medium Stance, Enthrall, for the Spear in peril, since she has a spear. And then Celestial Dance for, that gives, I think, 4 stacks of Mirage. Not entirely sure if that gets dispelled this turn or not. Pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So it gives 4 stacks of Mirage and fills her LB and does a triple cast on ball, I believe. Okay, this turn, Skye is going to shift, and we need her to, let's see, Sharp Spear Focus. That's an 87% defense and attack break. Overcast Skies, that's 130 Wind in peril. And then Severe Squall gives herself Killers. Okay, Adele is going to Calamity Border again. Nina is going to Legendary Heroine, Radiant Shield, and just Azurite. Yeah, see, our morale's not quite at 200, but it should be okay. It'll be fine. But yeah, like I said, if I can actually target anyone. Yeah, there's a damage over time applied now. So if we were going to go out past this turn, we would have to dispel our own party. But we're killing on this turn, so. Alright, Bartz is going to quad, or triple cast Aroga, and then Viola. Wing is going to triple Dragon's Bite. Louise is going to shift. And she is going to quad, disarming twice, neutralizing Ionic Blaster and Nano Machine Overload. Wayne is going to go to the base form. We're going to Speed of Light. We're going to do Piercing Prism first to apply the Sword in Peril, Blade of Salvation, and Piercing Prism. Adele's going to shift. She's going to triple cast for Bolting Strike. And Skye is going to LB, and we're going to activate all of our morale skills. Alright, so we're going to send the Chaos Wave Awaken Chainers first. Wait a sec. Send Skye. Send the Bolting Strike Chainers to keep the chain going, and then White Dragon Wing right after them. So. So, almost 3 billion. So, yeah, I mean, not too surprising that we can cap with Skye, but just getting there, the mechanics of it and all that are a little kind of a pain in the butt. So, anyway, I hope this helped. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.